Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's talk about all the games happened on Monday night. The first game, today is December 23rd. The first game is the Indiana Pacers lost to the Celtics. Big comeback. Big comeback by Celtics. I think they were down by 20 points at one point. Pacers, they're going nowhere. Pascal Siakam, 25 points, 4 threes is good. Andrew Nembhard, 7 assists and 20 points, 2 threes. Benedict Mathurin chipped in 16. But Benedict Mathurin was horrible, minus 21 here. And at some point, for the Pacers, they are going to be, I don't know if they have their pick or not. Next year's draft they're supposed to be very strong. So at what point are you going to stop playing Siakam 35 minutes a night? I think they're still gonna play their guys if they're fully healthy. It's just they're gonna sit out a little bit more, especially when we get to the end of the season and they're competing for the worst in the NBA, trying to get a better pick. We don't have to worry about it for now, but it's something. Oh, and then this guy Ethan Thompson started. We could look into him if he continues to start next game. J Hov continues to not the best game here, just a block, but he remains a must roster. Yeah, it's a mess. This team, they really don't have a lot of talent. So the fact that they made it so far last year was kind of crazy. That tells you how important Tyrese Halliburton, or maybe Miles Turner is. It's mainly Tyrese. For the Celtics, Nemias quit 23 minutes, 8 rebound and nothing else. He remains a must roster, but played 23 minutes here. Maybe in a bit foul trouble. Derek White, 3 threes, 19 points, pretty good, and a block. Peyton Pritchard struggled a little bit, but still, 5 assists and 2 steals. It's totally fine because this guy, some games he's going to go for 30, some games he's going to have 11 points, but the minutes is there, right? He's getting assists and steals, and he usually doesn't turn the ball over. Jaylen Brown, 25 shots to get 31 points. He's been scoring a lot. Good free throw here as well, and get some defensive stats. Happy with that. And this guy Hugo Gonzalez, another big game with 37 minutes, and he's a plus 21. What's going on here? It is back-to-back games. Never really heard of this guy before. He really never got playing time, but he's playing too well not to play him. 11 rebounds here with a steal and 2 blocks. So look, if you need some defensive stats, he is the guy. He's feisty, Move on to the next game. We have the Mavericks. They lost to the Pelicans on the road. We have AD going off for 35 points, 17 points, versus the Pelicans. That's great. He took 28 shots as well. We need AD to have this type of hunger every game. Then he's the top 5 player, easy. Just a block, but still very, very good. 17 rebounds as well. Cooper Flag, 16 points. With everybody healthy, right? He only took 11 shots, 6 rebounds, 6 assists is okay, but he goes 5 for 10 from the free throw line. So, not good. That's not good. Ryan Nembhard, his brother. Look, he's still getting a lot of assists. So, if you need assists, and the two brothers, their game is very similar. Really good assists, give you some points and threes. You could roster him. Clay came off the bench, hit 5 threes, but usually we don't know how much playing time he's gonna get. And RJ Marshall just very, very consistent. 15 points here with 5 rebounds and 6 assists. Like, he could definitely be rostered. For the Pelicans, they are just not starting Zion Williamson and Jordan Poole either. Williamson still had a great game, 24 points, 10 for 14 off the bench. But what are you going to do? As long as he's playing, I guess you're happy. Jordan Poole had 14 points and 2 threes. You just have to hold him. You don't find these type of players off the bench because he could explode for 30 points any night. It just, maybe every 10 games, he's going to have one of those games. And then the starter minutes are low, like Herbert Jones, Jeremiah Fairs, they only got 20 minutes. Derek Queen, really good game here as well. Now we're seeing some flashes of how good he could be. 19 points, 10 rebounds with good efficiency across the board. Also 6 assists, added 2 steals and block. Yeah, we need more of that. Sadiq Bey now just gets 35 minutes over Zion now. 19 points. If you need points, rebounds, and threes, he's the guy. And Trey Murphy had a somewhat quiet game, but had 4 steals. That's great. But, just like the Pacers, I'm worried about Trey Murphy. And of course, the Pelicans, they're also not going anywhere. The Mavericks, they're still, even though they're only 3 games ahead, they're still trying to compete for that 10th spot. So that's good that they're winning games. The next one is the Utah Jazz. They got blown out by the Denver Nuggets on the road. No surprises. Lauri Markkanen, 27 points, 2 threes, 8 rebounds is okay. No defensive stats in typical fashion. But how about Jusuf Nurkic? Another game where they just give him 34 minutes. I guess this game matchup is versus Jokic, so they need to play him a little bit more. But yeah, he's putting up numbers. So if you need a rebound and you need a big man with some assist, he's a great guy. 14 rebounds here. Ace Bailey played just 24 minutes because of the foul trouble, and Keontae George continues to be super strong. 20 points and 2 threes, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. Yeah, he's in the running for most improved player for sure. Is it at some point he's going to struggle with his shooting? I think so, but unless you get a top 30, 40 player back, which I don't think you're going to get. You're just better off just holding on to him. And of course, with him, right, same thing with Lauri Markkanen is, a bad team, get the end of the season, what's going to happen? Filipowski now only get 12 minutes, but at some point, once they start playing Jusuf Nurkic, he's going to put up some good numbers. For Denver, low minutes across the board. Jokic got a triple-double with 2 steals and 3 blocks. Yeah. You see, when you play an easy team, Jokic just doesn't even need to score. He just facilitates. Peyton Watson came back. I think he needs to be rostered with everybody out. 20 points, 3 threes, a steal and a block. That's pretty good. Cameron Johnson goes 6 for 6. That's good. This is the exact type of matchup you want him to get some confidence in his shooting. He's a great shooter, but this year he hasn't, Jamal Murray, 6'3", 27 point. Yeah, all the Denver guys play well. Yeah. Moving on to the next one, we have the Grizzlies lost to Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder, they're not gonna lose 3 straight, right? Especially not to the Grizzlies at home. Cam Spencer now is just a must roster. 35 minutes, they decided to give him, and he's putting up great numbers. 3 threes, and not only he could score and shoot, he had 8 assists here. So amazing stuff. And Ja is in and out of the lineup, and and when Ja is playing, he gets 28 minutes. So as long as Cam Spencer plays 25 to 30 minutes a night, I think we need to roster him. He could just go off any minute. Cedric Howard, 16 points, not bad. Played just 25 minutes as well. Also because of the blowout. Jock Landale started with OKC. He's also a great streamer. With Edey out, we don't know when Edey's gonna be back. Jerry Jackson Jr., 2 steals and block, very quiet game versus a real defense like the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Jalen Wells had 3 steals and block. If you need defensive stats, you could have him. But on this team, Cam Spencer now, we need to roster him. He could, if he gets minutes, he could be a legit top 50 player the rest of the way. Santi Aldama, he went absolutely off, and now this game back to his normal self. 9 points and 7 rebounds is great. 25 points, but I don't think he's a must roster. But again, they play OKC. If they play some Mickey Mouse team, I think it will be different. For Oklahoma City Thunder, Shea, 31 points, 10 rebounds. Yeah, that's great. Jalen Williams this year, I guess because he was out, he is not playing that well. So, he's still the 33rd ranked player. But if you look, a lot of it is with his crazy efficiency because he's shooting 91%. But if you look at counting numbers, he's a little bit underperforming compared to maybe just coming back from injury. Just 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Right, still getting the defensive stats, but I would say look at his counting numbers, he's taking a step back. So to me, he's a top 20 player. So if you can get somebody who's underperforming right now, like Michael Porter Jr., if I can trade Michael Porter Jr. for him, I would do it. Michael Porter Jr. obviously gets way more points and threes, but Williams does a lot of other areas in category leagues way better, and he's on the playoff team. So if he can do that trade, right, that's something I'll be looking, you know, that I'll look to do. Norman Powell, that's a no-brainer, right? So try to buy him low, but he's still ranked fairly high, 33rd, because of the efficiency. Just wait for him to have like a couple bad free throw night, and then his ranking drop outside of 50. Then maybe it makes it a bit easier to buy low, because his ranking is still very high because of the efficiency. The counting numbers this year is not there yet. Waiting for him to pop off. And OKC, they just got so many. They have this guy Carlson, which I never like. I guess Jalen Williams and Isaiah Hartenstein, they were both out, and Shed Holmgren too. So they play this guy. I mean, he's a -4, but everybody else would just pick up the slack. Cason Wallace hit 2 threes. Yeah, honestly, AJ Mitchell, 16 points. AJ Mitchell is really, really good. Played 22 minutes here with 16 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals. Anytime AJ Mitchell starts, let's say, we can definitely stream this guy. He's really good. That's their roster is just, and they get so many picks every year too. Just unbelievable roster with all the picks and stuff. Still, the next one is the Magic lost to the Warriors, 97-1. Anthony Black is playing super well. He goes 1 for 3 from the line, but my God, 19 points, 2 threes, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. He's a must roster until Jalen Suggs comes back. And who knows? Even when Jalen Suggs comes back, I think he should have himself around 25 minutes a night. And we know Banchero is being out too. Tyus Jones being starting. If you need assists and steals, he's the guy. Had 4 steals here. Wendell Carter Jr., okay, just doesn't get enough defensive stats. And Banchero, yeah, 7 for 19. Like, you are 6'10", 6'11", and you go like 7 for 19 every single game. It's not ideal. It's just a shot selection. I mean, I don't know what happened here, but yeah, it's the shot selection. At least he hit his free throw, 7 for 8. Desmond Bane having a great, the worry is like, when you get traded to this team, you're going to be the third guy. But he honestly deserved to be the second guy ahead of Banchero, especially on offense. On the season, he's still just a 92nd ranked player, but he's been playing a lot better as of late. This year, just 19 points, only 1.8 threes. He's just not taking as many threes. I mean, he's a great three-point shooter. On the Grizzlies, he was averaging like 3.3 threes. He's also not shooting the ball well this year so far. But I like what he's been doing last 2 weeks. Taking on a big role offensively and just be more aggressive. I think Banchero needs to shoot the ball less, to be honest. The shot selection is hard. But Warriors, great win by the Warriors. But where is this team really going to go? Because the problem with the Warriors, I think, let's say they're fully healthy getting into the playoffs, right? Even when they play a team like Thunder, because you got Curry and Draymond and Steve Kerr and Jimmy Butler, of course, like, they got a puncher's chance. But the problem is they have to spend so much energy in the regular season just to win games, just to make the playoffs. They're 15-15, just a mediocre team, and they're going to make the playoffs. But, how much does it take out of, these guys? Jimmy Butler, 21 points, sure. Steph Curry, 26 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals with 4 threes, also pretty well. Blake Podziemski finally came off the bench and actually had a very good game. He was a plus 36. That is insane, plus 36. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a block, 2 threes. That's good. And they play Moody. Moody also had a big one with 20 points and 3 threes, but he's very, very up and down. So if you want to stream this guy, make sure that you play some easy opponents, and then you have a back-to-back or something. Draymond Green he didn't get ejected, but there was some drama, like he just left. I mean, he was a -5 too, so yeah. Draymond is an emotional player. Sometimes it helps the team, and sometimes it hurts. And for a guy his age, I don't think he's singing it all. So this is just a regular game versus the Magic. You don't really need to be that passionate. Maybe he is. Maybe he cares about winning so much. Um, but hopefully the Warriors resolve it. Whatever he's so mad about, they got the win, so that's good. Moving on to the last game of the night, we have Detroit Pistons. They beat Blazers 110-102. Yeah, for whatever reason. Oh well, we know why. Kay Cunningham, he had 6 fouls in 26 minutes, but before he left, pretty good. 9 assists, 6 rebound, and a steal. Jalen Duren absolutely popped off. 26 points, 10 rebounds, and I would try to sell Jalen Duren high, to be honest, because at the end of the day, Jalen Duren, he give you really good rebounds. 51st ranked player, yeah. Look, I haven't traded Jalen Duren plus someone to get Jalen Williams. That'll be a huge win. And he actually just doesn't get a lot of minutes either. He had 4 fouls, played just 23 minutes. But this is a good game. 1 steal and 2 blocks. Ausar Thompson, very good. 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals in his 28 minutes. Had 5 fouls. Yeah, this type of player is just too good to leave on the waiver wire. But there will be many games, maybe half the time, right? It doesn't seem like he's doing much. But it just every other game he could just pop off for like 5 steals and 3 rebounds. So these type of players in category leagues, especially, you kind of just need to hold on to them. There's not much you can do. Duncan Robinson hit a bunch of threes. That's good. Great win by Detroit. For this team, I think that they're coming. It's about this year playoffs. They're gonna be a high seed. Can they win a couple of round of playoffs and just build themselves up for next years to come? And East is super weak this year and next year, especially if even Giannis left goes to a Western Conference team. For the Blazers, Donovan Killigan, he's been playing very, very well. A very nice game here again. 10 rebounds, 2 threes with 3 blocks and 17 points. Amazing. Missed a bunch of free throws. Who cares? Danny Edvia actually missed a bunch, but still almost got a triple-double. I guess overall happy with that. Shaedon Sharp, who's been going off with guys out, 25 points here. And we need to roster him now at this moment for sure. 5 steals, but I would try to sell high on him. Couple guys are out. Jeremy Grant was out. Drew Holiday's been out, right? Drew Holiday's been out for a long time actually. So yeah, the problem with him is just sometimes if he's not playing well, and he still didn't play well this game, even though he put up numbers. They're not gonna play him 30 minutes, and they may not even start him now that Chris Murray is back. Somewhat quiet game from Chris Murray, but he probably need to be rostered still, and for now. Because you don't know what they're gonna do with his minutes when all the guys come back. And Toumani Camara also had a very, very quiet game versus Detroit. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.